We live in a world where there's more and more information and less meaning. Do you feel tempered outbursts that you cannot control? Feeling lonely even when you are with people? Feeling blocked? Feeling blue, sad, feeling disinterested in things? Feeling fearful? Are your feelings easily hurt? These are lyrics of Kanye's song, I Feel Like That. These are also symptoms of living in the Matrix. The Matrix is a modern-day dystopia. In Simulacra and Simulation, Jean Baudrillard claims that our current society has replaced all reality and meaning with symbols and signs, causing the human experience to become a simulation of reality. Even more, we have lost the distinction between the real and the fake. In essence, we are performing life instead of living it. The Matrix is a construct, embedded into everything. Here's an individual example: the money trap. You want money to empower your passions. You work a job you don't like to earn money. You spend more and more of your time and energy on your job and less on your passions. You're scared of quitting your job or getting fired because you won't be earning money. Meanwhile, you've slowly forgotten your passions. You've replaced the pursuit of your passions with the pursuit of money, which you spend to maintain a life in which you work a job you don't like. In the Matrix, we lose touch with reality. Life stops making sense. We become depressed and anxious, burnt out, and live out of avoidance of fear instead of in the pursuit of what we love. Just to be clear, symbols and signs are not inherently negative or detrimental. They can be great tools to support true reality and meaning, but are not meant to replace all that is real. In other words, they can serve as a means to an end, but should not replace the end. So how do we begin to blur the lines and lose track of reality on a mass scale? Well, first, it is important to understand that the Matrix was designed to reprogram and imprison the mind. Around the turn of the 19th century, Russian physiologist Ivan Pavlov stumbled upon his famous theory of classical conditioning. He ran an experiment in which he rang a bell whenever he presented food to dogs. Eventually, the dogs began to salivate at the sound of the bell despite the absence of food. Through conditioning, the dog's natural reaction to food was to place onto the bell. They have learned to associate activity with a response. They expect it, so it happens. That is conditioning. Pavlov discovered that through unconscious association, we could develop automatic behaviors or reactions to any stimulus. Furthermore, he recognized people can use classical conditioning to exploit others for their gain. The Matrix was strategically implemented to do just that. We have been conditioned to detach from reality and become addicted to a simulation. Baudrillard theorizes that the lack of distinction between reality and simulation originates in several phenomena. Contemporary media, such as TV, film, print, and the internet, which are responsible for blurring the line between products that are needed to live versus products for which a need is created by commercial images. Exchange value, in which the value of goods is based on money rather than usefulness, and moreover, usefulness comes to be quantified and defined in monetary terms to assist exchange. Multinational capitalism, which separates produced goods from the materials and processes, including the people and their cultural contexts used to create them. Urbanization, which separates humans from the natural world. Language and ideology, in which language increasingly becomes caught up in the production of power relations between social groups, and is used to obscure rather than reveal reality. Through these phenomena, society has lost sight of reality amidst a never-ending simulation. Even worse, we are unconsciously empowering and perpetuating the very system that keeps us trapped. Luckily, this isn't permanent. According to Dr. Johnny Sarno, if one begins to understand why one reacts the way one does and wants to change, some degree of progress is possible. The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. So why? Why does the Matrix exist? It's all about energy. There's a simple but quintessential equation. Attention follows energy. Energy follows attention. Essentially, our attention is the outlet from which our energy flows, and naturally, things with the most energy tend to capture the most attention. This is a universal truth. Outside of the Matrix, the universe is infinite in its ability to create and regenerate energy. This can be observed in naturally occurring cycles, seasons, the cycle of life, circadian rhythms. Everything fades and comes back new again, and so on. As part of the universe, humans inherently possess this pure creative energy. This is our natural state, our birthright. We are incredibly powerful and have an unlimited capacity to regenerate ourselves and create the world around us. Every time we give energy, we are supposed to receive as well. This stays possible as long as we direct our attention onto the natural world, including ourselves. Unfortunately, we are often distracted from our potential by the Matrix. Those who control the Matrix don't want to follow universal law. They want more than their own fair share of energy. Instead of participating in the universe, they want to control the universe. Therefore, instead of simply cultivating their own energy, they harvest mass energy by controlling our attention, because energy follows attention. Subsequently, instead of regenerating energy, we are in a constant state of depletion. The Matrix keeps us trapped and weak enough to stay in prison because 10% of our energy towards the Matrix is more valuable to the Matrix than 100% towards ourselves. The Matrix holds our attention with never-ending distractions. On a day-to-day, we are inundated with superficial content, drama, and spectacle that keeps multiplying and dividing to mask its lack of value. We are forced into endless false desires and decisions, and become stuck in perpetual analysis paralysis, exerting so much energy outward with nothing replenishing us inside. The truth is, none of it matters. Choice is an illusion created between those with power and those without. The Matrix is intentionally overworking our minds in hopes that we never pause long enough to break the cycle. No wonder why there's a mental health epidemic. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Escaping the Matrix is entirely possible and quite simple. Stop giving your attention and energy to the Matrix. Focus on what's real. Face yourself. Now that you are aware of what is happening unconsciously, you can use conscious awareness to go within and reverse your conditioning. Despite all the artifice we've been fed, we are still surrounded by the real world. Here's a rundown to delineate the qualities of the universe, the real, versus the Matrix, the fake. The universe speaks to the heart. It is characterized by unconditional love, presence, inner knowing, inner peace, creativity. It is natural and replenishing. The Matrix speaks to the mind. It is characterized by unconditional fear, distraction, external comparing, mental anguish, redundancy. It is constructed and depleting. Begin to set intentions in truth instead of blindly following symbols and signs. Start asking yourself why and let it inform the how. According to Kyle Cease, the Matrix was designed to make sense to the mind. Following your heart removes you from being in your head. Lead with your heart and everything else will fall into place. Your heart, your body, every fiber of your being holds universal intelligence. They speak to you through emotions, gut feeling, intuition. Begin to trust yourself. The wisdom, the guidance, everything you need is already in you. Listen to what makes you happy. Listen to what triggers you. Let go of societal expectations and start redirecting your energy within. Allow being over doing. And when you want to act, do it only from a place of love instead of being ruled by fear. Most importantly, remember, you are weaning off of a lifelong addiction. It will be messy and very uncomfortable at times. The hardest thing you will ever do is face yourself. Take it slow and steady. Give yourself lots of space and time. This is the healing process. Expect discomfort, but know it will only be temporary. And as you let go of what no longer serves you, you will make way for everything that you've always been. You will come back to self, and your truth will come to light. Leap, and the net will appear.